MC Radio Rental. Today, I want to do some simple, workman-like rap. I don't want to be complicated, I don't want to be fancy. I just want to land a rhyme. I want to have some flows that aren't identical all the time. And I'm gonna use these random words. Random words: population, bark, quest, stop, workshop. Yeah. I got the space because I am in my spaceship. I am taking everybody, populations. Well, you're getting so much better for the greatness. I'd eat it like a chocolate, like a flake is. Cause I got the cake and you know that I'll establish. Winning all the Hunger Games because I am Katniss. And you know I'm gonna plant the vegetables with radish. And you know that I am rapping like I am Ned Flanders. I do it all left-handed, I wanna just bark, you know. I'm like a dog in fog, I never got arcs because I got the flood. I'm paddling in water, everything that's happening, I'm grabbing your aorta, yeah. I'll go on a quest and you better expect that I know what is next. And I got pecs and I'm like a T-Rex, and I will finally arrive and I will never just check because I leap before I look. I've never been shook, you know I'm taking all your queens cause I got all the rooks. You know I'm up in the nook and you were forsook, and you know hit you like an earthquake and you're gonna be shook. Yeah, I go forever, never gonna stop, I never gonna rot. You know I got the ink, I'm a blot. You know I never go forever, I'm like a rock because I'm rolling over Sisyphus and I weigh a lot. You know I got all of the center and I'm gonna end you, put you at the end, and that is what the sentence is gonna happen. I am serious, a period is everything that's happening and you better be fearing it, so you know that I'm hurting it. It's up inside the workshop and you know that I had heard you good but I heard not, and you know a soldier never gonna grow older because you know why, you all gonna file you in my folder and all of the solder is gonna come off. You come unstuck, you were stuck in your rut but you were falling back down when you get in the mud. You know I hit like a volcano cause I might just erupt. You know I got the charm, I hit you so hard and it might break the glass. I leave all the shards and you know I grow the grains and the seeds in the yard and on my farm, carrying the bales in my arm, and so I keep it blocked, I never go stop. You know I gotta take away and I might just mop because I wipe it all away and I take away the stains, and you know that I'm with fake this, taking all the greatness. I'ma do it later or maybe do now. You know I'm getting really hungry so I need to devour. You know that we got the flour so I just might have to bake this, get it all together when I'm baking in my cake. It's so damn crazy, I will regale you with all the tales of all of the fables that's coming from my brain, and you know it's all about cake so you know it's gonna be tasty, and it has been like this in future, present, and just lately. You know there's no mistaking the way that I bake. You know I turn up all the flames and I make no mistake. You know it's gonna taste great, so I cook the steak and that is what I'm gonna eat right after my cake. Like Will and Blake, you know I'm gonna throw it like ache. Well, that was alright. That was what I said it would be, which is workman-like rap. That was relatively consistent. The flow did change up a little bit, so that's good. Let's try and do good again. Random words, gossip and drift. You know I'm so damn impossibly lit. You know been so good I got on my shit, and you know I'm gonna really drop all the hits. You know that I am gonna have to drift it. When I'm get together, you know I am never listless, and you know that I am always hitting, never miss this, cause you know I got all of the stacks and all the riches. Yeah, I started up and then I've got to finish. I will make it greater and I never will diminish. You know I'm blind like Chronicles of Riddick. When I get on brooms, you know it's gonna be like Quidditch. Yeah, you know that I might just like it. I got so high that I'm feeling inscribed, and I might get to the very top of the spire, and if I see a pyre then I might have to light it, cause Gondor calls for aid. You know it's a strange, you know it's coming off my brain like every day. I never been frayed, I never been stained, I never been caged, but you know that I will be swimming in lakes because I gotta get the water. It brings all the disorder, you know I get it all up in my cup and then I pour it. It is filling over, and you know that I'll show you that I got the force and I'm hitting you like Yoda. I am get together and I'm rapping it so awful, but it doesn't matter cause I'm breaking all the laws, cause we are so fucking awful, we are so damn unlawful, and you know that I'm up in the bud and I've got an awful. Yeah, I'll give you a sniff, maybe later when I got the dots on my hit. When we get together with the cards on my head, you know what, I have got a shark episode, look. Hating it all rational. When I get the caps, then you know I gotta grab it all. You know I gotta have it all, and I am taking Adderall. And you know that is why I'm always stamping out and stamp it all. I'm never been sacred, never make mistakes. Cause we get together and you know I eat a flake. And I spit like Willem Blake, and I do it every day. Cause I'm never gonna change, and you know that I'm so ancient, yeah. I will never finish it, I am just the beginning. I have got a lineage, and that is a minimum. I'm spitting it like cinnamon, and you know that I will get together where I'm infinite, and I'm never gonna slump. A camel got the humps, you know, like a volcano, and then I just might erupt. Then I'm flowing chunks, and then I make a thunk. I fall onto the floor, and I'm looking like a hunk. And you know I take a chunk, and you know we're getting hungry. When we get together, you know I got the sundries, and on Monday we're gonna get together. You know that we do it in like every fucking weather. Yeah. Welcome, Triceratops. Random words. Rage, popular, literacy, devote, filter. Maybe I will steal it, cause I love to pilfer. I'ma put together and I sort it with my filter. Yeah, I'm getting up in the boat and I float. I am so devoted and I might just erote. I had really rode it, I'ma seize a moment. And you know that I am never gonna do my homework. Yeah, you know that it's the literacy. Everything that I'm beginning, I am finishing. Everything I make big, I'm diminishing. And you know that we are just a damn machine, because you know that I'm so raged, and I might just stain. I might take away and then I'm gonna have to break it. I'ma see it later, and I never fake it, because I am so damn old that I'm ancient, and I've got to judge it. When I bring the thunder, I'ma bake the fudge, and you know that I'm just under everything you've seen, but I'm gonna go all higher. You know that I'm riding it, I'm rising like a fire, and I might just find a transition. When I get together in the shuttle is my mission. I am making energy because I'm making fission. Everything I'm spitting is improvised, not as written. And you know the kettle, it is never gonna settle, cause it's full up with the fish, it's so delicious, I've got metal. So you know I'm never heavy and I'm never gonna be stained. Feeling all the range when it's spilling from my brain. And you know I'm getting better, cause I really must improve it. You were just taking a look like you are a tourist, but I need the music, cause I gotta move it. If I get together everything, I'm gonna lose it. And you know I'm so fast when I'm getting really firing. Everything I need, you know it is my requirement. It is in the room. I might be entombed, but it doesn't matter, because we're gonna fuse and then we're gonna lose it, because I belong. You know I'm wearing it all fashionable like I'm a sarong, and you know we might go long or maybe we'll just go short. It doesn't matter, I don't give a fuck, I don't care at all. And you know I buy with incisors when I am inside ya, cause you know that I am on a horse, I am a rider, and I'm like a lighter, like a sugar glider, cause I'm gonna fly from all the trees and I admire all of the light. You know it's keeping me excited. When it's improvised, you know that I'm not riding, because you know we're firing, we're making all the energy, and I just don't know where we're going or where it's sending me, cause you know I'll thank it. You know I gotta grab it, and you know that what else rhymes with thank? Maybe Hank, because you know he loves the minerals, and you know he's gonna start you up and then he'll finish you. And you know that we're riding cause we are part of society, and you know that I'm sitting back and I am just admiring. Maybe we should just start to switch up the flow, cause I don't know where to go when we will get in the room. And you know I am just a hero, because I don't fear those. I am taking it from 100 back down to 0. Every time it happens I just wanna just count. You know I have to just shout, that's what I am about. It's all the numbers. It's all the numbers. Yeah. It's all the numbers. When we count, you know it's all the numbers. Up to 100 when we bring the thunder numbers. Alright. Alright. Random words, clean, avenue, claim, cap, obscure. Now every time I do this beat, I do the same flow the whole time. I don't want to do that this time. Random words, fast, spider, reduce, sweet, old. I'm not a young man, maybe I'm old. I guess you could say that I'm not bold, cause you know that I have got the laundry and I fold it. I have got the files and I'll put them in the folders. I am so much older, but I'm pretty sweet. When I'm on the beat, you know that I rap elite. You know that the meaning isn't what it seems, but you know that I'm writing it and maybe I am reading. Increase it, then I got to reduce. You know, every time it happens I might just peruse. You know I'm reading all the words and I'm feeling quite absurd, but it doesn't really matter when I'm flying like a bird. And I am not a writer, but I'm quite quite a spider, laying down a web. And you know I really like to eat all of the bugs, eat all of the muggings. You know that the muggles, they are put in trouble cause they're so delicious. I put them in teeth, you know it seems to me everything is between the land and the sea. I grab on the beat, every time I do it I am just ambling because I'm walking. I'm eating my fork. Maybe that's not what the fork is for, but it's so damn delicious, so it's up in my maw. I have got the force and I count it to 4 because the fork has 4 sporks. That is all talk, so you know I'm never gonna get back to the yours. Yeah, I'm sitting back, I'm up in my boat, and I'm eating all the cutlery, and so that I float. You know I got all of the spoons, so don't assume it'll make an ass of you if you have to move, because I got all of the knives and the forks and spoons, and when I get into the room you'll have to move. You know I'm eating all the plates, all the crockery too. You know it's tasted real great. I'm grabbing the room, you know I gotta move it, and I will assume it. If I get together everything I'm gonna lose it, because I'm in the kitchen and you know that we are hitting everything that we need to get until we are really quitting. Cause you know I got a kitten, cause I need all the cats. You know I'm giving them pats when they're up on the mat, because the cats enjoying all my breakfast, cutlery and crockery, and you know that it's endless, everything that's happening. I say it cause I said it. If I got the cutlery, you know I really meant it. Maybe I will put it all up in the drawers. You know I got all of the forks and I got all the forks. You know the corks are in storage with all of the corks, and you know it's really awful because I'm never bored. I'm feeling like I'm into it, but I don't really know anything, I'm ignorant. You know if I have to start it then I finish it at minimum. I'm keeping all the cinnamon. When we get all in court, you know that we're for everything I really need, cause the water will pour. You know I've got in store everything you really need, and it seems to me that we are never gonna see. Feeling like we're blind when we're up in the court. You know I'm hitting with the gavel, I don't travel at all, because I stay in the same place all damn day and nothing ever changes, and I erase that state. So you know we are always changing. I was born in a manger and then we will erase it and make all of the changes. You know that I might occasionally mistake it, but it doesn't really matter because I've got to look. See, I enjoy the beat too much, so I go too fast. Alright, we said workman-like rap. We said simple workman-like rap. Random words, writer, thesis, other, rotten gas. Yeah. Ride the thermals till I'm higher. Like I could touch the sky. I might just apply ya. Get so hot I fry ya. Someday I get out of the pan. You know that I'm admiring, I am a fan and a stan. Every time I explode it sounds like a bam, but I have all of the standards and I've got a plan. So you know wiggle occasion every time we take them. I am so spicy that I eat it like it's Cajun, but we are on Cajun, so you know I'll see you later. But it doesn't matter, like the flag up on my blazer. Rapping like rot, you know. Every time it happens a lot. You know I really gotta grab for a rock, then I gotta throw it cause you have what I'm not. Hitting all the glass up in your house. You know I really gotta start find a new route. You know I gotta change my way, otherwise I'll never change it. You know we gotta blaze it, making no mistakes. And you know I put the pedal to the metal with gas, and every time it really happens we may reach for a hatch. You know that we batten it because it is happening. Everything that's happening I'm feeling like a rabbit, and you know that I'm just biting like your ass is grass. And every time it really happens I will have to impart. You know that I feel the heart, you know I feel the sparks, but you know sometimes it really just sounds shit, it sounds arse, and so you know we might improve it. Speaking like I'm lucid when I'm in a dream, you know that I am feeling putrid, but I feel the music and then we'll find the rhythm. I cut all of the missions and I find all the incisions, and you know like it is written, it is sending like a prophecy, making it all new and you know breaking the monotony. Everything that's happening I spit it like a homily, rottenly, feeling no weightless, make no mistakes, I could do it all day. This takes ages, but I won't change it. Hit the big bar, making the spaces. You know I'm never static, I'm dynamic, and I might keep it all together, relaxing in hammocks. And you know I'm eating haddock because you know I'm so famished, and you know I am always moving, never static, dynamic. And you know I just might speculate, I might do it every day. And you know that I have got no nerve, so I will innovate, but I will just innovate and I will do it anyway. And you know that I spin the way I'm rapping like I'm Hemingway. That didn't quite rhyme, but I will do it in style. You know I need all of the eggs, and so you know that I fry I say hello when they buy, but like it's going out of style, like Captain Bligh. Yeah. Alright. Let's... Ooh, yeah, this is sometimes a good beat. Triceratops says that was slowish. Yeah. There really should be half as many rhymes, I think. I want to try and actually have a topic sometimes, you know? Yeah. I spit it like the Chronicles of Riddick. I hit it like a bludger, like we're playing all the Quidditch. But I don't want to deprive you. When I'm feeling delicate, I feel like my china. Need a reminder, I'm like a flyer. I'ma go forever and I never will tire. Cause you know when it is sunny, I keep running and I'll go forever, energize a bunny. Yeah, I got the energy like AC/DC, and you know we go on a forever no retreating, and I look easy, cause you know on TV, I am doing it forever like I see in 3D, and we're nearing a whole kind of place, you know it's a great state when I take it all day. I act like a flake, but then I'm spitting it, I'm like Willem Blake, and you know, I gotta chew, you know I bite off too much and I really might lose. So you know that I can count only up to a few, because you know we need the many, I'm like 2, I'm mute. Because you know all of the energy I've got inside, you know that I have to apply it every time on the rhyme. Do it off the fly, do it off the mind, shake off the grime, yeah. Sacrifice, you know I really got the ball, I gotta grab it right. You know that I will stack in time, I'll fall over, but then I'll get upright, because you know that I am shimmering when I make deliveries. I have got the energy like I am never finishing, and you know that I can take like any shape, geometrical, because I take it all day. I ain't gonna shame, making it blaze, taking the cake, faking the lakes, because it is not real, it is just a painting. And you know that I've got the oils and pastels framed, and you know it's looking good when it's up on the wall. You know I'm selling all the paintings when I'm up in the stall, and I am having a ball, and I haven't a floor. But you know the paintings aren't good, so I am poor. Yeah, maybe I should put up all my paints, then I get them better when I do a new day. Maybe paintings shouldn't be my fame, but lately I feel it's in the flame. So you know it is the state that I like to remain in, and you know that I am taking it away Cajun, but it doesn't matter cause you know I do it ancient. Maybe I will do it in the future or just lately. Look, maybe I shouldn't be a painter. That's the headline though. I want to do a fun one. We'll do a fun one, and we'll try to be simple, and we will attempt to like stick to a topic. Actually, yeah, alright, let's look at the connections game, actually. Alright, let's try and use some of the words from the New York Times connection game. Port, pursuit, progressive, succession, happiness, departed, flash, liberty, wire, euphoria, remaining, entourage, insecure, bulletin, life, report. That is my retort, sounding journalistic when you're writing your report. I ask what's your source, what have they fought for? And you know that we are eating all the cream, the poor. It is so exhausting that you got the force, and you know that we are winning or we're losing all the wars. And you're driving in your Porsche, and you know it's so exhausting. This shit is so damn awful, and that is what we sought. Maybe make it better and we're just reading life. We don't need the news at all because it's not exciting. You know that writing, it is not chiming. It's hitting all the bells, it is like hell, so I am flying. Getting all better, I'm a story, yeah. You know we're getting all happy with euphoria. You know we're rising from the minds just like it's Moria. But you know that we are never a fucking Tory, yeah. You know that I heard the wire, heard it on the telegram. And you know that I am really gonna have to grab a plan. Now you've got to work out map of the place, then I will get out, make no mistake. I'll make all of my statements, then I may erase them. If I make mistakes, then I have to just retake them. Everything that feels like a loop, Augustus Gloop stuck in a chute. So you know it's just a ruse like a kangaroo. I thank you, it's a thing to do, so we keep on moving. It is not all unusual, because when we are bouncing we look like a damn marsupial. And you know that I might rap like a thylacine, because everybody sat back and admiring me, because you know we got the stripes, looking so hype. If I'm doing it every day, maybe do it right. So you know the flash, never gonna be static. I am gonna eat it all together, cause I'm rabid. Take a stab at what I really need to do. I hit the bullseye twice when I'm feeling in the mood, so you know that I got liberty. Rob like a ribbity. I'm trying to say frog like I'm ribbity, but you know we go on forever when we are rippling. And you know that I are picking up the beat and ripping it, so you know we go forever, we are in pursuit. We are so loud that we never be mute. I am gonna turn you like a wizard to newts. And you know I'm playing all the games on a lute, so you know that I might leave from the port. When I go forever, I'ma feel all the force. Out all the wars, why will we fought? And you know we got a little asking for more. Or maybe you've learned my lesson. Everything is happening in order like succession. When we get together, make it better and not lesser. But you know I'm feeling like I am my own damn better. Maybe you departed, maybe it was easiest and then it got so hardened. Maybe we're disheartened, maybe all the armor is washed away and let's leave it in the larder. But, surely that's one of the sets. Hey! Bulletin, flash, report, wire are all related to news announcements. Euphoria and happiness are related. Yeah. My entourage, you know we're getting all together when we're on it hard. You know I'll stop the farm because I don't want to grow the grain on my arm, because I don't want to be farmed, not wearing armor. If we're gonna finish it, you know I better start it. Howdy partner, we get in the square, you know we're getting all together and we're making a tear. You know we're tearing up the town and we're painting it red. Everything I really said when I've taken it yet. You know I ain't bent and I get together every time it happens when we're making stormy weather. And I ain't dead, so I keep on walking, I keep adoring, and I keep on forking. And I'm not lawful, but I am not chaotic, cause you know that we're paradoxical, quixotic. And you know it's quite erotic when I get on the beat. You know that I am really rocking like the boat in fleets, cause we got the ships, we're taking them in. You know we cross the 7 seas and I'm never gonna sin, because we're going to the sunset. What's next? You know we're gonna, alright, we gotta fucking simplify. Alright, I swear to Christ. Dough, sunrise, fade, dealer, grateful. Yeah, I'm making the dough. Every time it happens, we're shaking it though. You know that I will flake and I'll sow, because I need all of the fish and the grains, and so you know that I eat it. Chamber of the secrets, doing it like Adam and Eve in the Garden Eden. And you know that we are never gonna just recede. Every day it happens like we're riding on a beat. Yeah, might have to fade every day when it happens in shade. I can feel it in my marrow when the light rises up on the shadow. It's like a seal, get together when we're making a deal. I'm painting it all blue and it's teal, and you know that I am clapping like seals. Doing it until we're so great. You know I can't change every time that I flake, every time that I break, ever eat a Kit Kat. And you know that I have got to see it when I hit that, and I mismatch, cause it is like a puzzle. Every time I see you, you know I'm feeling like Hubble. I'ma leave the rubble, I'ma make the trouble when we're building potions, and you know I feel it bubble. You know I got ingredients, not as it seems, and you know I'm a regent and I see that I've been eviler than demons. But you know we're getting better, and you know in a treating. Look, I put it on tape. Earthquake shakes every time that I flake, like I'm feeling really petty. And you know that we are maybe getting all ready. Maybe we set, you know that it hasn't happened when we're taking a bet. Maybe we're red, maybe we're writing, maybe it's next. I'm up in the shed when you know I gotta paint it all red. But we ain't been bled, cause you know my name is not Ned. Alright, let's do the Peanuts one. That's never bad. Alright. Simple. Voice, agency, fold, diameter, waist. I got my camera, tape measure to measure the diameter. Got the hammer and you know that I might hammer ya. Might talk forever cause I am a yammerer. Origami, maybe I fold. Everything that's happening I grab and I'm sold. Maybe I'm poled and I pole vault right over the bold. There is no changing me. Maybe I am selling or buying it up in the agency. Maybe it's all fakery, but you know that at least I'm in the lake and we are swimming. When we're swimming so deep, you know it seems to me that it is an ancient sleep. When we're on the seabed, I can see the secrets, and you know that we are not fleeing or retreating. We are just staying, we see all the fish, finding what is tasty when it's up on my dish. On all the ingredients, it's up on my list, cause if we don't have it then it might just be missed. Cause I need the salt, I need all of the pepper. You know that it's tasting so good it is tasting better. And you know that we are gonna eat it with the cheddar. We need all of the cheese, so you know I'm gonna get it. You know that I go to market, I'm buying all the harvest, cause all of the ingredients, you know they are the hardest, because I'll at last them up inside my larder, cause you know they're gonna be delicious with my partner. Yeah, you know that I can fake with the voice, you know that I am gonna shake it when I take it, rejoice, get it really happy cause it's fun to be singing. And you know that we are never gonna be remingling, cause you know that we get together when we taste it, getting all delicious cause the fish it has been basted. And you know it is maybe sticky cause it pasted. Did we not put paste? Why did we paste it? It's tasting too sticky. You know that we are maybe gonna have to get tricky. When we get together we just might improvise it, cause you know that I am so tasty that it is tiring. Yeah, you know that I am tasting it yet. You know we're plating up the meal and we're eating it. It's delicious and that is my mission. But you know it is so delicious I won't admit it. Yeah, maybe yeah we'll finish. Maybe yeah we'll just, alright, fuck. One more. Simple, one more simple. Random words, spring, prisoner, category, load, steam. Alright, simple. Maybe even stick to a topic. The season is spring. Feel on my ring. Disappearing, then I feel all the cold. See the moss on the bold. Start it, then I finish her. Like we're stuck in cages, like we're feeling like a prisoner. But I won't diminish her, I just will administer everything you need, so you know that we will, look, load it. We have to just change, I'm not bloated. But then I will go, I ain't floating. I have to just swim when we get together like Roddick of Rin. Oh, what's his name? Who's the guy from Rin? Rowan of Rin. But I'm not a cat. I haven't just sat, you know that if I require it I really have lack, because we're sitting on the mattress, sitting all our haddock. Maybe I should invest in something like a hammock. Yeah, you know that I am feeling so excited. James Bond, cause you know I got a license. When we're improvising, maybe get mills, you know I do it for a thrill. When it ain't on the sill, you know I swallow the pills because I'm needing all the medicine. I don't know where I am going under, and I'm sending them to a different place like a whole new dimension. Everything I mention, raise all your suspension, cause you got to hold it because I feel the tension. And you know that I will forget it, no retention. But you know we're lessening everything that's big, and you know I just might invert it, then I'm feeling the sting. Because you know I see the bees when they're up at the hive. It's so exciting, I got bit, and you know I grow hives because I got the allergies. I'm feeling it bad, you know it's swelling up, but you know that I'm stealing the hands because I need all of the fingers. I feel like a singer, but you know that I'm like hella brimble, I'm a ringer, a dead ringer, cause I look like the same. You know I'm feeling so deranged when it's feeling my brain. Yeah, you know that I might see the tail, cause you know I see on the bunny it's grail. Look, that doesn't make sense, but I eat all the grass. You know I'm feeling it hard when I sit on my ass, and you know I might impart everything up in the garden. Everything that's getting together, we're gonna start it, then it might end, or we're maybe in the middle. We get it all together like the world's smallest fiddle. You know that the rabbit piddles on my carpet, and that sucks. In the garden is where it should be, but that's not where it be. So the rabbit will flee. I told the rabbit not to pee in my lounge room, but it did. I'd rather have a kid. Look, I'm living it, I'm up in my hut and I am cleaning it up so it hasn't got mud. You know, it feels like a volcano, it had fucking erupted, and that's why all the mud is up in my cove. And so when up in my cupboards, I'ma get all the mops and, you know, wiping it away, take away all the slop, and then we're gonna make it clean, cleaner than you would believe. But maybe by the next day it feels like a memory, because you know that the grime just returns a good time, and you know I need to polish it again so it shines, and you know, and my place looks again like a stag, and I am feeling like my brain's gone all crazy and fried. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna end it there. See that had a topic. The rabbit peed on my carpet, so I had to clean the house, and it was annoying. See, songs. See. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you for listening to MC Radio Rental. Cheers. Bye.